Polish Foreign Minister today talked about putting a 5-year time limit on the backstop, and that he would put this idea on the agenda for Council. What do you think about that, and has he talked to you about it?
Yeah, I mean, he mentioned that issue in Dublin in December when he visited Dublin. He had come from London. I made it very clear that putting a time limit on an insurance mechanism, which is what the backstop is, effectively means that it's not a backstop at all. I don't think that reflects EU thinking in relation to the withdrawal agreement. So, I mean, of course, I can understand why a Polish minister would be concerned that we need to find solutions in relation to avoiding a no-deal Brexit, because there are many Polish people living in Ireland and indeed the UK. But I think, Michel Barnier, Jean-Claude Juncker, Donald Tusk, these are the voices that speak on behalf of the European Union, and that's the Irish position.
Are you concerned at the intervention of the Polish minister, given the unity that we've seen so far from the EU side?
Well, look, I think this was probably an attempt to be helpful by the Polish minister. Poland have more citizens in the UK than any other EU member state, even more than Ireland. We're the second. But I don't think that his intervention reflects EU thinking here. In fact, I know it doesn't. And if you listen to what other EU leaders have been saying, what the presidents of EU institutions have been saying, and what the EU Chief Negotiator has been saying, they're all saying the same thing, that we can't reopen the withdrawal agreement for a renegotiation. The way to solve this is to look at the future relationship statement and declaration, and if the United Kingdom is willing to do that, then the EU will try to respond in a generous way. But I think if we attempt in the short time that's available to us to renegotiate a withdrawal agreement that, as I say, took 2 years to put together and is a series of compromises on all sides, I don't believe there's a willingness within the EU to do that.
Thank you, everyone.